Hey guys! So I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today, which might be obvious since I'm sitting on this side of the camera, and that is a Pokemon Tag video. I was tagged by Tamashi to make this, and I thought, it's probably a really good excuse for me to do something like this, because I've always wanted to do more things on this channel, and I probably wouldn't have done this otherwise. So yeah, I'm going to be answering a bunch of questions that are all Pokemon related in one way or another. I have them on my phone, in fact, right here. Can't really see them, but they're there. So let's get started. First question says, what is your favorite Pokemon type? Probably fire and water, if I'm allowed to pick two. I'm not good at picking favorites, and a lot of these questions are favorites, so you're gonna hear a lot of this and that. But fire and water, I feel like I'm drawn often to both fire and water type Pokemon. I don't know. I don't have a good reason for it. I just like them both, I guess. What is your favorite region? That's kind of tough too. I would say probably Unova, just because I feel like there is a lot of everything in that region, land-wise, land, water, all different kinds of areas. And I just like the way it actually looks. Like, I like the way the map looks. It's aesthetically pleasing, and so I like it for that reason as well. So I guess Unova. Number 3, which Pokemon games do you own? I wanted to get all my games out so I could show you guys the ones that I own, and then as I was doing that, I realized I have some sad stories about some of my games. So I'm just gonna tell you the ones that I own and also used to own. So starting with the main series games, I owned Red and Yellow for Game Boy Color. Those were the first Pokemon games I ever played way back when they first came out. And then maybe 4 or 5 years ago, my mom actually got rid of my Game Boy Color and all my Game Boy Color games and the cute little Pikachu case that it came in. But it's okay, it's not her fault. I told her she could do it because at the time I was like, when am I ever gonna play a Game Boy Color game again? I didn't know until later that I'd wish I still had those, but yeah, I don't have those anymore, but I did have Red and Yellow. They were my very first games, so. Also own Fire Red. That's the only Game Boy Advance one that I own. And then for the DS, I had Pearl. That was my first DS game, and Platinum. And then I had Heart Gold, and I lent it to a friend, and unfortunately I never got that one back either. I just never talked to her again. I don't know. So she still has it. White 2, X, Y, and Omega Ruby. And then for the non-main series games, I actually had to write these down because I couldn't remember them all in one thing. But I had TCG, Game Boy Color game. Again, I don't have that one anymore because all my Game Boy Color games are gone. Pokemon Snap for the N64, and then I have Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky, Mystery Dungeon, Gaze to Infinity, Pokemon Ranger, Shadows of Almia, Rumble, Rumble Blast, and Rumble U. So those are all the non-main series Pokemon games that I have. Question 4, in the games, which gender do you normally play as? Female, just because I am a female. I don't really put much thought into it. I usually play as a girl because I'm a girl. Number 5, do you watch the anime? I watched it a lot as a kid when it was brand new. First and second seasons were really popular, but I haven't watched a whole lot of it since the beginning. Every so often when a new one starts, like when Black and White started and X and Y started and things like that, I'd watch an episode here or there to kind of get the feel for it, but I haven't watched the entire season since Johto, maybe. Something like that. Number 6 is, how many Pokemon have you seen in the Pokedex of your latest game? Alright, my latest game is Omega Ruby. And you guys are probably going to be disappointed in me for this, and I apologize because this is awful. But I haven't beat the game yet. Not because I didn't want to or I didn't like the game. I just haven't tried yet because I haven't had a chance to. So I have my 3DS. We're going to open up my Pokedex. It's probably really pathetic. Okay, 138 I've seen. That's probably really bad, but it's actually better than I was expecting. And then the next question is, in that game, how many owned in the Pokedex? That would be 63 that I've caught in Omega Ruby. Ugh, sorry, it's really bad, I know. I'm a really bad person. I have to get back to that, but I just haven't had a chance. Okay, number 8 is, do you even like Pokemon? Why is this a question in this tag? Who wrote these questions? That was... Number 9 says, do you collect the trading cards? Yes. Number 10, if you have the trading cards, do you play the game or just collect? I just collect, really, nowadays. I have played in the past. I don't want to say competitively, but technically competitively, because I've played in tournaments and things like that. Just a handful here and there. Went with Josh because he would play, so I'd go with and play. Never really cared about doing well, just because, like, I don't know. I just played it for fun. Played at Nationals like 4 years ago. Again, just for fun. I don't know. Never really felt like I fit into the competitive scene, and I think that's probably because I maybe was known for collecting the cards and people didn't like mesh those as one. I don't know. I just didn't like the competitive scene, so I kind of just stick with collecting the cards now, and if I go to tournaments, I just hang out. I don't really play anymore. Number 11. Do you draw Pokemon? No, not at all. I'm an awful artist. I can't draw for anything. I've never been able to draw, so no. I do not draw Pokemon. Number 12, what is your favorite Pokemon? You guys probably know this. A lot of you probably do anyway. Celebi. And I don't have a good reason for that. I just really like Celebi. I don't know. What's your second favorite? You guys probably also know this. And I have just as much reasoning for liking this Pokemon as I had for liking Celebi, and that's Shuckle. Just like it. Think he's cute. Kind of weird. I like that he's kind of weird. I don't know. I like those two Pokemon for really no reason whatsoever. Number 14, what is your favorite legendary? Okay, well, I guess technically my favorite legendary is Celebi. So besides Celebi, Suicune, maybe? I like Suicune. Yeah, let's go Suicune. What's your second favorite? Okay, so technically my third favorite would be, maybe Jirachi. I think I like small and cute. Maybe that's the trend here. I guess we'll go Celebi, Suicune, Jirachi. Number 16, do you know what number 493 in the national dex is? Okay, this is kind of a silly question because obviously I've watched a video already of this Pokemon tag. So had I not known what it was, I would know it now. But yes, I know it, and there's actually kind of a funny story. 4th gen is when I got back into the game, when I started playing the games again, like I got Platinum and Pearl and stuff like that, and I started collecting and learned how to play the trading card game. So 4th gen is sort of like meaningful and nostalgic for me. So I do know that number 493 is Arceus, just because 4th gen was like a big deal for me in my Pokemon stuff. So yes, I did know that, but had I not known it, I could have lied to you and said, yes, I know it, because I just watched Tamashi's video. So, you know. Number 17, would you rather have a Meowth or a Growlithe? Probably a Growlithe. Actually, definitely a Growlithe. I don't like Meowth all that much, and Growlithe is just, I don't know, looks fun. More exciting than a Meowth, I feel like, so probably Growlithe. Number 18, do any of your relatives play Pokemon? Actually, no. No. I bet you none of my relatives have ever played Pokemon. I'm an only child, so I don't have siblings. That would have been probably the only hope I would have had. But no, nobody in my family, I think, has ever played a Pokemon game. My mom, like, knows of it and has played the card game with me when I was young and things like that, but she doesn't play it because she likes to play it. So no, I am the only one in my family. Unless you want to count my soon-to-be in-laws, then yes, I have family members that play Pokemon. Number 19, how often do you think about Pokemon? This question is kind of funny. I feel like it's asking like, is it always on your mind? Do you just always think about Pokemon? Honestly, probably once a day, and that's simply because right now I'm uploading videos every day, so of course I think about Pokemon at one point every day. But in general, I mean, we have a lot of Pokemon stuff in our house, and so like I probably see it and think about it often, very often, I'm sure that it crosses my mind. Number 20. Do you hide the fact that you like Pokemon from your real life friends? No, I used to. I definitely was a little, embarrassed, I guess you could say, when I first realized that, like, man, I really like Pokemon. I like collecting the cards. I like the whole universe. And I'm in my 20s, and I was like, that's kind of weird. But I wouldn't say I ever hid it, but I probably kept it to like a minimum. I never expressed like how much I actually enjoyed it. And then I realized that was kind of stupid. And then I made friends in my life that didn't care, or, they weren't interested at all in it, but they didn't care that I was. So no, I don't hide it at all. Everybody in my life knows that I like Pokemon. Everybody knows that I collect the cards. So I just realized it was kind of dumb to think that way, because if they have a problem with me liking something that I like, then they're not like the right people, I guess, for me to really have in my life. So, I mean, unless they're family members, in which case there's not much you can do about it. But like I said, nobody in my life really looks at me and goes, you like Pokemon? What the heck? So no, I don't hide it. 21, what pets do you have that resemble Pokemon? I don't think my pets resemble Pokemon, really. I have a dog named Zoe, who is a golden retriever. So I guess technically you could say like Herdier or something, because Herdier is a dog. Or maybe Growlithe, because even though Growlithe looks more like a tiger, which is a cat, it has that puffy fur, the mane, like the long, so he has long hair in front like that. So I guess maybe Growlithe. And then I have a turtle named Tortimer. He's just a regular turtle, red-eared slider, basic garden variety turtle. So I guess, again, you could just say a turtle-like Pokemon, so Squirtle or Tirtuga or something like that. But they don't actually really look like Pokemon. 22, what Pokemon do you hate the most? Hate's a strong word. I wouldn't say I hate certain Pokemon, but I definitely have some least favorites. Dunsparce. Don't know why. Dunsparce has always bothered me. I don't know. Also Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime creeps me out. But yeah, I don't hate them. They're just not on my list of favorites, that's for sure. 23, which Eeveelution do you like the best? I can't pick one. I'm gonna say Espeon and Umbreon though. They've always been my favorite. I have always juggled the two, so I couldn't pick one. But definitely those two are my favorite. It's hard though, because I mean really all the Eeveelutions are likable and endearing. But Umbreon and Espeon are my two favorites. 24, which Castform is the best? I don't know play-wise, because I don't play the video game competitively or anything like that. So solely based on looks, I'm gonna say Sunny form. 25, which Deoxys form is the best? Again, I have no idea how they play, so I'm gonna go based on looks again, and I'm gonna say speed form Deoxys. Just kind of looks pretty cool. I don't know. Looks aggressive. I don't know. Defense is just a blob. I don't like that one. Speed form Deoxys. 26. Articuno, Zapdos, or Moltres? It's weird because I feel like this kind of goes back to me liking water and fire types, because I have a hard time picking between Articuno and Moltres. Zapdos is definitely not my favorite, but that doesn't mean I don't like it. I guess Articuno. but I don't know why. That one sticks out, I guess. 27. Lugia or Ho-Oh? Ho-Oh. Just because I think it looks pretty. It's colorful. It's fun. Also, I had Heart Gold, so I guess that one just is more meaningful to me because I played with it. But yeah, I don't dislike Lugia. I hate picking favorites. I hate picking this or that because I feel like I have to justify it, and I never have a good like justification. But Ho-Oh. All right. This last question is, which 2 people will you tag? Because this is technically a tag video. Okay. I'm gonna use my 2 cop-outs, although I'm fairly certain that neither of them will make this video. But we're gonna go with Josh, or the J-Wits as you might know him, my fiance, and Justin Flynn, because they're like the only 2 Pokemon people that I know really, really well, but I don't think either of them are gonna do it, but we'll see. So it's out there. Well, that's all the questions it looks like, so that is it. And anybody that wants to make this video, that's that too. Anybody that has watched this video and wants to also make it, do it. I'll put the questions in the description and you guys can make one as well. Or you can just like tell me some of your favorites or some of the answers that you guys would pick if you want to in the comments. But that is it for today. Yeah. This was fun. It was different for me. I'm always like really unsure what to do when I'm on this side of the camera on this channel, so if you liked it, let me know and I'll find more fun things to do like this for the future. But that's it for today, so thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy this kind of stuff, you know, thumbs up, subscribe, the whole shebang, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for one, for all them packs we're opening, and I'll just see you in the future in general. So, goodbye.